Hi, welcome to the first edition of Praise and Coffee Chats. Today I'm going to be talking about choosing our words wisely and using words for healing, not hurting. Okay, so every day I like to read a proverb of the day, and so today was Proverbs 15. I correlate it with the dates on the calendar, and I'm reading out of the New Living Translation. And I've been thinking a lot about the conversations that are happening in the world, the way that we're talking to each other, what we're hearing on the news. Don't even get me started. One thing I will tell you right off the bat is that I will not have a political stance on Praise and Coffee, on my personal page. I just don't go there. And if I'm going to have any kind of a conversation with someone about politics, which I will do face to face. I do not believe that the most effective way to communicate with someone is through social media, especially when disagreeing. So I kind of have this unwritten rule in my head that if I'm going to disagree with someone, it's going to be face to face, in person, so you can hear my inflections, you know my tone, you know where I'm coming from, and it doesn't come across wrong and cause this big division. Because let's face it, we can always either put fuel or water on a fire. We have a choice, and I'm just not one to believe that it's real effective for anyone to fuel a fire on social media or to make blanket statements, because you just don't know where somebody's coming from. So anyways, back to Proverbs 15. The first verse says, "A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare." Wow, right there. Enough wisdom to get us through the rest of our life, right? A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. So if you know anything about diffusing situations, and this is what like police officers and people are doing, people in authority are trying to do all the time, is to diffuse a situation, to bring it down so somebody can be up here and they can be talking to you. And sometimes all you have to do is come in with a hushed tone and say, okay, let's talk about this. And it can bring the situation right down to where it needs to be, where you can have a conversation, you can listen to each other, you can tilt your head till they know you've got your ear towards them, you're paying attention, you're listening to their words, and you can have an actual conversation, and it diffuses anger, it deflects anger. This whole chapter is so good, Proverbs 15. Down to verse 4, it says, "Gentle words are a tree of life. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit." Gentle words are a tree of life. That's what we want to give people, right? Is life. We want to encourage life and have those gentle words and not crush a spirit. I know that none of you watching this want to crush someone's spirit. And so you know what? Gentle words. Think about your words. Think about how you say it. Think about the tone and the inflection. Verse 7 says, "The lips of the wise give good advice." Be that person. Be that person who has lips that are wise and give good advice. Good advice that's going to help somebody instead of just fueling the problem and making it bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm going to jump over to verse 18. "A hot-tempered person starts fights. A cool-tempered person stops them." Do you know you really have the power to help stop a fight if you can be cool-tempered? Man, we need some of that, don't we? We need that. I am tired of the fights. I'm tired of the arguments. We need to be cool-tempered. And that is also about knowing what words of life are all about. What are words of life? Words of life are ones that fill you and give you substance and give you something to build on. And then verse 23 says, "Everyone enjoys a fitting reply. It is wonderful to say the right thing at the right time." Isn't that good? And you know what? I know you're right away going, "I don't know the right thing to say. I'm not sure what to say. How do I know what's right?" You know what? Trust your gut and think about compassion. And think about where they're coming from instead of where you're coming from. Just pay attention to that. The Message Bible, that same verse, says it this way: "Congenial conversation, what a pleasure. The right word at the right time, beautiful." Isn't that good? The right word at the right time is beautiful. If you want want to be filled, and I know you do, start filling others, sharing the right words, sharing gentle words, sharing compassion. Use your words for good and for healing, not hurting. All right, so that's my encouragement today. This is Praise and Coffee Chats, and go through this day making a difference in people's lives with good words. Thanks.